watching the Crypto Market Update with your host, Chris Marshall, your home for the latest crypto news, reviews, and updates that can be found around the block. If this is your first time here, then we would like to thank you for watching. If you enjoy the show, please like, subscribe, and share with anyone that you believe needs this type of content in their life. Just a reminder, anything discussed on this show is for educational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. With that out of the way, let's get on with.
Welcome to today's weekly crypto market recap. Every Friday afternoon, I'll be here to recap some of the events of the last week that have had an impact on crypto and take a look at what the market did over the last few days. On Monday mornings, I'll be here taking a look at what's going to come up in the upcoming week and take a look at some events that are going to happen throughout the week that we should be looking forward to or not quite be looking forward to. In today's episode, we will be looking first at a market recap, and then we'll take a look at the executive order that came down from the White House that Biden will be signing in regards to the development of cryptocurrencies. We will also take a look at an interview that Peter Zeihan did and what he discusses and how what he discusses might result in the Bitcoin melt up that is being theorized right now. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at today's episode sponsor, which is OTEC, Ocala, Florida's Blockchain, Crypto, and Technology Innovation Council. If you are into tech and in the Ocala area, look them up on Facebook at www.facebook.com, Ocala Tech Council. They have meetups every Tuesday night. For the month of March, they are meeting at Symmetry Coffee Co. downtown. So go ahead and check them out. There should be a link down below. All right. With that, let's take a look at what is going on in the market. For that, we are going to go ahead and go over to TradingView. All right, so as you can see, this is Bitcoin's price move. First, actually, let's go over to CoinMarketCap. Today's total market cap is $1.73 trillion. 24-hour volume, we're in the $80 billion range. Bitcoin's dominance is at 42.5% of the market, with Ethereum at 17.7%. And just so you're aware, gas on the Ethereum network has dropped drastically in the last few weeks. Let's go ahead and take a look at see what some of these coins did over the last week and last few days. Most of the major coins are down week over week, with a few exceptions: Polkadot, Terra. It's really about it. But most of the week has been bloody, even though we had that weird little mid-week pump in Bitcoin. What else? Let's go ahead and look at the chart now. All right, so as you can kind of see, we have a couple things playing out within this chart. First and foremost is this parallel channel, or this bull or this bear flag that is potentially forming here. So one of the first things that I am looking at is to see if we break below this or if this bearish, one of these two bearish patterns complete, either this bearish parallel channel coming off of this downtrend here, in which case I'll be looking for it to hold support along this major white channel that we've been looking at for quite a while. This is the overall market trend from what I'm seeing, and so I am paying attention to this white channel. If it breaks below this channel, I'm looking at a potential bottom of between 24 and 19.5. Basically what I'm looking at here is from the height of our most recent all-time high to the bottom of this line here, about a 52% drop. And then if we were to figure out what the bottom of this bear flag would be, down 52%. We're looking somewhere around that 19 range. Beyond that, if it is this parallel channel, we could be looking at anywhere between that 19 and a 35% drop from the bottom side of this channel, anywhere between 24 and 19, depending on when it breaks through the bottom side of this parallel channel. All right. Now it's time for an update on the executive order. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the fact sheet. So here is what is going on within the White House, what they are looking at. So this was put out on the 9th, which was Wednesday. And a couple key points that I want to point out inside this fact sheet. This sheet is also, or this website is going to be linked in the video down below if you want to take a look at it yourself. But a couple of the points that I want to point out within this document, first and foremost, this here, the government is specifically acknowledging the amount of growth within the space and how much money is being created, how much wealth is being created within this space, right? They then go on to express down here that the United States must play a leading role within this space. The United States has taken a firm stance. They want to be the leader within crypto among all the nations. They want to lead that charge, which is great for us here in America, potentially, as long as they don't screw it up. So let's see here, what else? So most of this, it looks like most of this executive order is about protecting consumers, rightly so. If you've been in the space, you know that there is a lot of scams. I understand trying to protect people. That's what this channel is for, is trying to help educate and protect individuals. So I'm all well and good with that. But the other thing that they are trying to do is create things like the central bank digital currency. And this is an attempt to strengthen the US financial system because, let's face it, the dollar is struggling. And they want to explore what a US central bank digital currency might do for that. Whatever side you're fence, whether you think this is a bad thing for crypto or a good thing, I do think that this overall, the overall tone of this executive order is positive for crypto, at least in the short term. So take that for what you will. And next, let's go ahead and go over to this video of an interview with Peter Zeihan. I'm not exactly sure how to say that right, but yeah, let's take a look at this video. I'm just going to play a quick little piece of it.
He goes on to say, we're not going to put all the tweets up. We're just going to grab a couple. Peter, do you agree with that assessment based on what we're seeing?
Is in the bag at this point. We're going to lose 5 million barrels per day of Urals crude within the next few weeks, and somewhere between 5 and 10 BCF of natural gas going to Europe. We're going to have a food crisis by the fourth quarter because the world's largest wheat exporter just invaded the 5th largest one. There isn't going to be any planting season in Ukraine this year. We have a phosphate fertilizer shortage because of what's going on in China. Because of natural gas prices, we now have a global nitrogen fertilizer shortage. And Russia and Belarus combined are the world's largest potash producers. So a lot of farmers the world over are not going to use fertilizer this year. So we'll have a collapse in yields. That is how a famine begins. Global wheat stores are less than 5 weeks of usage.
All right, let's bring me back up here. So that was the interview. Really good interview. It's linked down below. Go ahead and take a look at it. I recommend you watch the entire thing. But this type of global economic crisis could be the trigger for an event known as a melt up within a financial market. We witnessed one similar to the one happened in 2008. with all the mortgage stuff that happened. There's a really good video out there by Crypto Weatherman, also in a link down below, that goes into that entire financial meltdown, or melt up, and then meltdown. I think that if you're interested in this type of stuff, you should be watching that video as well, so you can kind of understand what might happen and might play out over the next couple months. But what essentially is going to happen with a melt up is this event could lead towards a rally within the market, so that financial institutions can so that they can cash out some of their holdings before a major economic downturn, ultimately resulting in a massive meltdown of the market. So while it's good for the very short term, it is very bad over medium to long term, anywhere within there. As soon as they decide that they've cashed out enough, typically the market crashes right then, and it's a massive blow off top, right? So what we're going to be seeing over the next few months is probably this event play out. So yeah, if you want a deeper dive into what the Bitcoin meltdown could be, I suggest you take a look at that video Crypto Weatherman did. And yeah, I got a link to it below. But that is it for today's show. I want to thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me. Monday morning, I will be back here with a forecast on the upcoming week. Please, if you found this informative at all, and if you found it valuable, like and subscribe. It really helps me out. This is a new channel, a new series I'm going to be doing. So yeah, hopefully it wasn't too hard to watch. I'm still figuring it all out. So I appreciate your support and helping me, kind of giving me patience, or appreciate your patience while I'm trying to figure all this out. But if you found this valuable, please go ahead and like and subscribe. I will be putting more of this stuff out there. I will see you all Monday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, this is Chris signing off.